Hi, I am William King, and this is my RST for the Careers course. In this presentation, I'm going to talk about a career pathway that I see myself taking, and what I think the future could mean for me. It's never easy to think and talk about the future, especially about a career, because it's difficult to predict what could happen, or not to have control on important things that could impact what we want to do. This course has been really helpful to me because it has given me some practical ways to approach the future. As I mentioned in earlier assignments, talking about the future made me anxious, but now I have a better sense of my strengths, my skills, and interests. This gives me some assurance that I am on the right path. So the pathway that I see myself taking right now is to become a pilot. I see myself in the future working as a pilot, and this is exciting to me. What I like about it is that it suits my strengths. I like practical jobs where I could be active and where I could use all my senses. Right now, the things I like the most are practical activities like snowboarding and skateboarding, and I play bass guitar in the school bands. I also like working with tools, which I discovered when I took the auto mechanics course. So when I think about being a pilot, I know that I would enjoy flying aircrafts because it is also an operational job and there is a lot of technical things to learn about. For instance, the instruments in the aircraft, flying theory, weather systems, radio communication, and signals and procedures. When I use the Student Learning Skills Assessment, I also think that being a pilot would suit me because I am responsible and I am social, which goes with being a pilot. For my education, first I need to finish high school and probably do enough advanced level courses to get into university. I don't know now what I am interested in at university, so I will take math, English, and science so I could get into a few different types of programs. My objective is to get a degree or diploma first, because I know that this will help me keep my options open for my future. If something doesn't work out on the road to becoming a pilot, I would have other choices. Also, larger companies, like Air Canada, say on their hiring pages that they have a preference for pilots with a university education. For pilot training, Algonquin College and Seneca College have interesting aviation programs that take about 2 years to complete. They both have the flying component and an aviation management component, which teaches you the business side of flying. Because of that, it would also be possible to move into the management side of the aviation industry at some point in my future, as well as getting a pilot license. Now that I have done some research on what it takes to become a pilot, I know that I will have many steps to follow. These would mean getting my private pilot license, first on single-engine planes under visual flight rules, then, with about 200 hours of flying time, I could get a commercial pilot's license. With that, I would also get an instructor certificate, as well as other certificates that allow me to fly in different conditions, such as an instrument rating and a night flying rating. Pilots need to have many hours of flying time before they can work in large companies like Air Canada. So I see myself working my way up by working in local flying clubs at first to build up hours and experience. I could probably do this for the first 5 years of my career, teaching other people how to fly. Working at a local flying club would also give me exposure to other types of jobs, like being a mechanic, teacher, and manager, so I could go down these paths if I ever wanted to. Then, with more experience teaching and flying, I could move to a small regional airline, or maybe flying supplies up to the Arctic, or other places. I could do this for another 5 years or so I would build up experience in flying on larger multi-engine aircraft and in a lot of different types of challenging flying conditions. Once I have more types of different aircraft experience and flying hours, I could move to a bigger airline company like Air Canada or British Airways. For another 5 years or so, I would probably have to build up experience flying on the shorter haul routes, like from Ottawa to Halifax or Toronto to Winnipeg. Finally, in 20 years or so from now, I would be able to move to a more senior captain and fly much larger aircraft like the Boeing 777 to international destinations like Paris and London. That will be really interesting. I would also be able to be a company instructor pilot again, helping younger Air Canada pilots qualify to fly the various types of aircraft the company uses. The future looks bright to me, and this motivates me to keep moving forward to pursue this path. I am glad I have started to think about this now, so that I can continue in high school and prepare as best as I can for when I graduate. To help me on this journey, I intend to keep working as a snowboard instructor because I see this will help me with being a pilot and pilot instructor. I may check out working at flying clubs in the summers as a way to get more involved in flying before I graduate. So to wrap up, I am pleased with my personal career goals and I am looking forward to it. This course was helpful to me. Thank you.